If you guys were wondering the status of my voice, it is still lost, not with me, gone. So ignore that, please. But today's video is a quick, easy one that I have been planning on recording for a while now, and it's actually a very requested video personally. Like anytime I ever go out or I'm with my friends or anything, people are always asking me how I put on my fake lashes. So I figured, you know what? It feels like today is the day that I will show you guys how I put on my lashes and all the little tips and tricks that I do to make them look the best, most natural, and just stay on all day. So that being said, I don't really have anything else to say, so let's just go ahead and get this video started. I just recently started getting into lashes as of this year. I never really used to be a lash girl. I naturally have a really nice, lengthy, full lashes, so I never needed to use them. But ever since I started doing YouTube, I just like the extra dramaticness that lashes give. So with that being said, I've definitely gotten my technique down, and I found little things that help me and make it look more natural and just, yeah, make it not look like I'm wearing lashes. And that's exactly what we're going for. So the lashes I'm going to be using today is my favorite go-to for like a natural lash. They're by Lily Lashes, and they're in the style, I don't know if you guys will be able to tell, they're so pretty and so natural. These are in the style Diamonds. You guys have heard me mention these and wear these several times on my channel, so this is nothing new, but these are just always my go-to. They're my favorite. They're the most natural. And I always go for very natural lashes. I don't like lashes that are too full or too thick. I have very small hooded eyes, as you guys can see, and the second I throw on like a crazy dramatic lash, like my whole eyelid just disappears, like literally disappears. So if I do dramatic lashes, I definitely keep my eyes very, very simple, very neutral. Like I don't really do like eyeshadow. I probably just will throw on like some bronzer or like something just to warm it up. But other than that, I try and stay away from shadows when I do big dramatic lashes, which is not very often. But on to the fun part. These are the lashes that I'm using today, and so pretty. All of you guys always give me so many compliments whenever I use these in a video, and whenever I wear these in public, people are always like, are those your lashes? And I'm like, no, they're not. But let's get started. So first things first, I'm just gonna put a little dab of eyelash glue on the back of my hand. I guess I should have gotten some more before I decided to film this video, because I'm literally like squeezing the very, very last drop of this guy. And I use the Duo, this is the dark tone adhesive. So it has, as you guys can see, it's like dark, it's not a clear, and it obviously dries to like black. It's not gonna look gray like that. But yeah, this is my absolute favorite. I've tried so many different lash glues, and that is definitely the one I always go back to. And I'm just gonna take my lashes out of the case, and then I like to let the glue sit a little bit on the back of my hand to get nice and tacky. That's very, very important when you're putting lashes on. You can't just put the lash glue and then throw them right onto your lashes, because they will not stick. You want to wait for the lash glue to get nice and tacky so those lashes really stick on and don't go anywhere for as long as you need them to. And something that always helps me, I mean, I cannot put my lashes on without using a pair of tweezers. So I like big tweezers. So I'll show you what I mean when I say big tweezers. This is what I use when I actually do my brows or get any hairs, and then this is what I use for my lashes, and as you can see, it's quite a difference. So you're definitely gonna want like a thicker tweezer. As you can see, like there's much more room in between. I'm trying to put it at a place where you guys can see, and it's focusing on my face, but you can see right here, this is much more space in between than this one. So you want one that's like this, where it gives you a little bit more room in between, and I'll show you why in the next couple steps. But now that our lash glue is getting nice and tacky, I'm just gonna go ahead and get ready to throw those on. I am gonna put my camera a little closer so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, I wanted to put my hair up because I was getting real hot. But anyways, I was not thinking when I did my makeup. The fact that I have this wing liner and all this eyeshadow going on right now is probably not helpful for those of you that like really wanna see what I'm doing, but it is what it is. So we're just gonna move on. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the lash, put it in my tweezer, and then I'm just going to run my lash all up in my lash glue. And I don't wanna get too much, because then it will get messy, but make sure you get the outer corner good and the inner corner good too, so that it really sticks. Now that I have the lash onto my tweezers, and I always like to put the lash right in the center and get very close to that, what's that? That line that like puts them all together, you know? But get it as close as you can. And then always have a really, really close mirror, because that's really what's gonna allow you to get as close to your lash line as possible. I'm trying to do it in a way that you guys can see what I'm doing. So I always look down. I keep my mirror very low, so I'm looking like, so it's like kind of like this. And I'm just gonna try and get it as close to the center as possible and as close to my lash line. And I plop it down in the middle. And then I do the back first, and then I put in the front one. Now I'm just kind of pushing it inwards, trying to really make sure that glue and that lash is stuck on there. And as you guys can see, I don't know, I hope like you guys can actually see what's going on, but it is as close as it could possibly be to my lash line, and that's how you do it. Now let's go on to the next lash. So I put my camera at a different angle just so, I don't know, hopefully you can see it a little bit better. And I know, I'm sorry, I'm like super close to me right now, but so we're gonna do the exact same thing to this eye now, and excuse the fact that my eyeshadow is looking really crazy. I used a new liner today and it totally transferred, but I'm gonna fix it once I throw these lashes on. So there wasn't enough glue on that lash, so I just put a little bit more in the back of my hand. I'm just gonna wait for it to get tacky. But while I'm doing that, I just wanna let you guys know a nice little trick for those of you that are beginners for liner, what am I talking about? For those of you that are beginners for putting on lashes, what really helped me in the beginning was always doing liner. So even if I didn't get as close as I could to my lash line, you couldn't really tell because I had that liner on my lid. And some of you guys may already know, like, I am terrible at wing liner. I'm actually kind of impressed with the liner that I did on this eye today, but this one is just like, I don't even know what happened, but it's okay because it's makeup and it happens, and some days you have better days than others. So that being said, in the beginning I always would do liner, and I wouldn't do a wing liner like I did today. I would only do liner like in the shape of my eye. So I would go all the way around following the shape of my eye, and then I would end my liner right there. I wouldn't wing it out, and that, you guys, saved me. That is like one of the biggest tips I can give you guys if you're just starting off with lashes. Definitely try putting some gel liner, some liquid, whatever kind of liner you use, put that on first, and then put the lashes on top of that liner, and it'll really blend the line as to like where your natural lash line is and where the lash line is, if that makes any sort of sense. Anyways, my lash glue should be tacky just about now. All right, so let's try this again. So while I'm letting this lash dry, now I like to take my tweezers and squeeze my fake lashes with my natural lashes, and you'll see what I mean by squeeze. Just gonna go ahead and put my natural lashes and the fake lashes in between my tweezers and just squeeze them together. Kind of hold it for a couple seconds. And make sure you're being very gentle when you do this. Make sure there's no lash glue on your tweezers because that can make it really messy. And this is also why the thick tweezers are good, so that you can really get in there and clench those suckers tight so that they kind of form together, and that kind of blends the natural with the fake lashes so that you can't tell what's what and if you're actually even wearing them. So I'm gonna do that to the other side. Oh, not dry yet. So make sure you wait till the glue is completely dry. This one isn't. So while I wait for that to dry, I'm gonna go ahead and take my mascara. I'm using They Are Real by Benefit, and I love this wand for this. So what I like to do, I don't put mascara on the actual lash part, but I'll get right close. I'm gonna get my natural lashes and use the mascara to kind of glue them and blend them together with the fake lashes. So you'll see what I'm saying. I'm gonna get as close as I can and just push my natural lashes up with the fake lashes. And I'm not taking the mascara up, I'm just like bonding them together, if that I guess that's kind of a good word. Yeah, we're bonding the two. And this will also darken up your actual lashes because I don't put mascara on before I put on my lashes. I do this step and it will darken up your natural lashes so that you don't see them under the fake lashes. And once I have a good coat, then I'm gonna use my nail. Since my nail is long, it works out well. If you don't have long nails, you can totally use like the back of the tweezer or something, anything really. And I'm just gonna use my nail to push it up, and I'm gonna close my eye as I'm doing it, so. Let me zoom out a little bit to see if you guys, gosh, this angle is terrible. So I don't know if you guys can tell a difference just by that, but I definitely can in person. They just look much more natural, much more dark and fuller, and just, is that a word? Fuller? It looks more full, excuse me. But yeah, you can just see they just look so much more natural and just so put together and just natural. There's literally no other word to use. So now you guys saw how I did that. I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same thing to this eye. Alright, you guys, there you have it. I'm all done. I went ahead and threw some mascara on my lower lashes as well, and threw on a little bit of lipstick, and that's it. That concludes today's video. I hope my little tips and tricks were helpful and you guys were able to follow along with the video. I know I kind of stumbled a little bit on like actually recording this. Like I wanted to get it at a good angle so you guys could actually see what I'm doing like an up close. So I hope that footage was good and that you could actually see what I was doing. So fingers crossed. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. You know the drill. Subscribe as always. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time. Bye guys.